Hello chaps, and yes, I have still not cut my hair. I really need to. Tomorrow's Tuesday. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to sort this stuff out. You'll see. Okay, cool. Anyway, my name's Deepak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here. Private tutoring company based in London. Thankfully, this has no reflection upon my ability to deliver a tuition service and hopefully deliver some useful advice. Okay, cool. So today I want to talk about the idea of deliberate practice. So there was a psychologist that went by the name of Erickson who looked into this interesting or kind of researched this idea of deliberate practice. It's also in a book by I think it's a former Forbes editor of the Forbes magazine. It's called Talent is Overrated. And it's this idea of deliberate practice, that there's a qualitative difference between the way that excellent performer practices versus the average performer practices. So it's not in relation to the amount of time, as we were talking about in regards to reps, but rather the type of practice that you engage in. And I guess the best example of it is when I was at university. In the space of a year, I was able to gain around 7 to 10 kilograms, and across an academic year rather, so it was like 9 months. And people asked how I was able to do it, because I spent 45 minutes a day at the gym, 45 minutes to 1 hour every other day rather at the gym, and there were people that spent 3 times as long there as me, or spent the same amount of time but didn't see the same kind of gains as I saw in that time. And I think this is applicable to any form of education that you engage in, and it's something that I really encourage you to try and challenge to do for yourself as well as to do for your children. That in order to gain incredible domain expertise, you have to engage in a very deliberate type of practice that focuses upon your weaknesses and ironing out any issues that you have. So deliberate practice is something that you can't do for long periods of time, because it's the kind of practice that, if we're talking physical or whether we're talking mental, it engages a higher level of capacity or effort, and you can only do it for a limited period before you're actually exhausted. Deliberate practice, the way that you practice has to be focused, it has to push yourself, and it has to be working on things that you, within your domain, find very difficult. So you can be an expert within, for example, literature, but then it might be specific things, whether it be a certain period of poetry that you struggle with, that you find by nature difficult. And if you combine the idea of reps with deliberate practice over a consistent period of time, and the consistency is where many people fail, you'll see the kind of gains in respect of your learning that others can only dream for. So, deliberate practice. Google it. Check out Erickson. Check out the book, Talent is Overrated. It's an amazing book. I recommend everybody read it. And, hopefully you'll see the kind of changes that will occur in your educational learning as a result of some of these terms. So compounding, reps by Schwarzenegger, deliberate practice, Erickson, and Talent is Overrated, the book. Check them all out. Google them, please. Have a good day, guys.